Hello everybody. I want to show you one of the projects I'm going to do through the winter. Bale grazing. So this is an area in between my farmland and around my pig area, next to my pig area, not around it, that is not farmed. And it is basically just bare ground and weeds. Has been for 4 years since I tried seeding it, and now I've rented out my farmland. There was lentils there last year. He's going to put wheat there next year, but just to keep the flow of the field going, this little area through here has been left out of the farmland. And I eventually want it to go to grass and hay and grazing, but it's not. Through the dry years, it's not happening. Very little expansion of the grass. So what's going to happen, I wanted to give you a before look and an after look. So I've set up a windbreak. I've got 10, well, I think I'm going to have 10 beef, 10 animals, 10 small calves and small yearlings that I'm going to overwinter. So what's basically going to happen is I'm going to bring some hay in, set them out through this small area here in a bale grazing stature. And I've got some oat straw and barley straw. So I'm going to put some of that out amongst here, and the rest is going to stay there for windbreak. And basically I brought that straw in for my pigs, but I'm going to use a little bit of it for my beef. And I'm going to alternate a bale of straw, a bale of hay, a bale of straw, a bale of hay, over to that area where the pig pen starts. And I'm basically, when it comes time to bring the cattle in off the pasture, which is going to be later, I'm going to graze them as long as I can. I'm going to start a bale grazing program. And I'm going to give them 2 bales at a time, a straw bale and a hay bale. And try to get them to work on this area. Spread out some fertility. So you can see some of the grasses are trying to come in, but it's very slow. And I mean, once you get a sporadic sprinkling of grass, if you let it go to seed, it seeds itself pretty quickly. But this whole area out here is just basically weeds and bare ground. So we've got lots of area out here. If we go about every 40 feet, 30 feet with a hay bale and a straw bale, we can make something happen over here. So this area right here, you see some grass growing along that dark manure patch. That's where my bales were fed 3 years ago when I overwintered the cows. So 3 years ago, I had hay bales sitting in this area. The dark area was where the cows were actually in, or the feeders. And so this area out here got seeded. That's what I want to try to get happening here. So we're going to set that up and keep you posted. This is all probably going to get rolled into a bale grazing video. It's not coming out. I'm going to put it on YouTube now so that I can never lose it, because my memory gets so full up with stuff. But the date is October 26th right now out here. I just brought those bales in this week. Those 4 bales are going to a friend of mine. He asked me for some so he can have them. And yeah, we're just gonna try and experiment. And with 10 head, I don't expect to go through a whole bunch of bales. And these are 10 small yearlings and fall calves, or spring calves. So we're not going to go through a pile, especially if I graze them, if I can graze it to November and December. It's going to be a very short grazing season. Our feeding season, I mean, because as soon as the grass starts in the spring, they're going back to grass. I'm not messing with them on feed. So anyways, we'll keep you updated on this project as we go. It's all just going to be enclosed with electric fence. These animals are 100% trained to electric fence. They don't mess with it. And I mean, in the wintertime, if they do get out, they're going to come back for feed and water. So I guess we're going to do a little play and learn here. And I hope it works, because I'm easily going to have a before and after picture, or a grazing area and a control area, I guess you might want to put it. Because I don't think I'm going to come out here unless I have to, because I want a turnaround spot here for when I come do my pig chores. Anyway, that's regardless. But this is bare ground. This is starting with virtually nothing. And I want to see what we can do in a couple of years. So let's play and learn. So just to give you a complete panoramic view, I'm going to do this slow, starting from that corner. So we're just going to, it's not a big area, guys, but we're only playing with 10 head. And they're not here yet, and it's the end of October. So that's where my entryway and mature area is to come to do my pigs. And then from about behind the truck, about maybe 60 feet, is where the field starts, and it just kind of mid-screen goes along there. You can kind of see the sprayed out lentils where they're just dying off on the cropland. So we're just back there. I don't think we'd be dealing with a 2-acre patch here. And what really is going to be the project area is going to be from those 2 electric fence posts right there to across to that area there. And we're just gonna bale graze in here so that we get some organic matter on this bare dirt. Because I'll be honest with you, this bare dirt, it just turns to weeds. And when it's like this in the fall, I brought the cows through and I grazed this stuff this fall, like I want to say it was about early September they were here. It was right after harvest. We got done the lentils and stuff in August, and then when I got done harvesting with Nathan, his harvest was finished. I came back and I grazed this farmland, and they cleaned these weeds off. I'm not saying you don't get a use out of them, but I think the land could be better used if we get some of what we want growing on it. So we're just going to do that. I got a little bit of a windbreak set up. My old combine's there. That thing actually still runs, but it'll deflect the wind a little bit. They're not going to have access to it. It's going to be wired off. You'll see as I set it up. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me I'm crazy. I'm good with that. You don't have to be gentle. You can say, man, you're completely nuts, or you're just a redneck, or we'll see. we'll talk it out. I'm up for constructive criticism. Just keep it cordial. We can have fun with it. Talk to you later.